Hey, what's up guys? This is Mike from We the People Outdoors, and we're out here today exploring an old cemetery close to my buddy Greg's house. They call it the Pioneer Cemetery. A lot of the founding fathers of this town are buried here. So we're going to go take a look, explore some of the headstones, and possibly maybe do some research on some of the founding fathers and some of the people who are buried here. So hope you guys enjoy, and let's go take a look. Guys, we're just walking around here, kind of just taking my time exploring some of the headstones, but you can see kind of why they picked this spot off the beaten path here. See behind us we have a beautiful little pond back there, so that would be a a nice place to come lay your loved ones to rest. So pretty beautiful area back in here off the beaten path. Let's keep checking it out and seeing what else we can find. You guys can see here some of the newer graves. 1940s, even up to the 1950s it looks like it was used. Then we get down this way and you can see some of the older stones. But it's a pretty decent size cemetery, and by the amount of names on that list on the board up in front, there's got to be a lot of unmarked graves as well, because some of the tombstones are in pretty disrepair, and you can see some of the not divots, but where the ground is caved from probably some older burials. So let's see here. Died November 13th, 1879. 8 years old. Millie Pruden. Now some of these other ones are a little bit harder to make out. This one says Permelia, wife of Levi Bailey, died November 21st, 1852. Edwin Bailey died, it looks like 1844, something to 6, 1844. It's hard to make up the years on these. Looks like this is possibly the Bailey family here. It looks like there's like I said, this was Permelia. She was the wife of Levi Bailey, Edwin Bailey, and we have a Sarah Wakefield Bailey up here. 1891. We have one here that's been broken in half. You can see here, it looks like they were a veteran though. A Trumbull County veteran. But it does say son of E and S Bailey. So this is Edwin right here, Edwin Bailey. I believe, now let's see here. There's another 2 Edwin Baileys possibly. That's interesting though. Here's a little 4-year-old girl here named Lizzie. A little flower there. Lizzie. Died November 25th, 65 or 68, aged 4 years. I'll keep going and we'll show you guys a couple more here. This one's a pretty neat one here, guys. W.M. Ashley Bascom, born in Chester, Massachusetts, February 18th, 1797. Emigrated to Ohio, February 1819. She had died January 13th, 1868. She was aged 70 years, 10 months, and 23 days. It's a very elaborate stone. The family must have had some money for a stone like this. I found another child here. This looks like a little boy named Arthur. You can see our little darling Arthur, son of R.R. and L.F. Bascom, died October 23rd, 1865, aged 3 weeks. Right during the Civil War era, when this little guy passed. And there might be another child over here, another little stone. Yeah. This one just says, "Our baby." November 8th, 1860. A lot more infant deaths back then. Here's a couple other really old ones here. Some of these are hard to make out. Obviously you can see the damage that's been done, taken over the years. This one here said, "Sacred to the memory of Ruth, wife of W. Williams, who died June 11th. Let's see, that's 1820. Age 20 years. Wow. Let's see. It's too bad some of these are just all broken up, but being over 200 years old, I guess that's, you know, that's what wouldn't happen with the elements. So this one also says, "Sacred to the memory of Hsp Williams, who died May 28th, 1815, age 19 years. Definitely some older stones there. Looks like we have another veteran over here. Their stone is in quite a few different pieces there, so I don't think we're going to get anything off that. Another real beautiful stone here. Edward Baskin, born June 13th, 1808, died May 17th, 1887. Ruth, his wife, born October 17th, 1818, died November 15th, 1886. Just a year prior to him. More families of the Baskin family here. Another real old one here. 75 years. Lots. I can't make out the gentleman's first name, but it said wife of Ira Churchill. Died February 27th, 1815. Some of the earlier stones here. Some of them there's barely anything left on, unfortunately. There's another beautiful stone here. See the detail work on it, scalloping on the edges. Looks like there was a little bit at the top knocked off. It's hard to make out somewhat. It says memory of almost Amy Churchill. Possibly born the 8th of December 1822, or possibly died here. You can see the intricate carving on this stone. A lot of the erosion from the weather. But it was a beautiful stone, it still is. Alright, here's some of the people that are buried here at the Greens Pioneer Cemetery. You can see, I would say there's probably about 100 to 125 or so from the names here on the list. But you can see, you see some of the age ranges: 4 years old, 9 years old, 80 years old. And there's also infants, 3 weeks. Arthur, I believe, we saw his grave there, 1865, 3 weeks. Here's a couple different Revolutionary War veterans here. Aaron Rice and Enoch Rice, Revolutionary War. They passed 12/20/1832 and 7/12/1843, 83, 96 years of age. It was so interesting. Here's a Civil War soldier veteran here, Edwin Bailey. Civil War Company A, 60th Volunteer Corps, died at Washington. Died at 20 years old in 1862. And then here, let's see here, it also says, here's another Revolutionary War. Ephraim Rice. So look like all these Rices, pretty much most of them were in the Revolutionary War. It just says he died at 71 years of age. It doesn't have a date of death. And then also down here, Thomas Thompson, soldier of an unknown war, 7/18/49. So that could be the War of 1812, possibly could be the Revolutionary War. And then one really neat little tidbit down here, for the last name on the list, Thomas Hsp Williams, was a 19-year-old, died May 28th, 1845, at 19 years old. Note down here says, the Western Reserve, that was a local newspaper in Warren, Ohio. It says, in recording the death of Thomas Williams, it says, he was a grandson of William Williams, one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. So that's pretty neat. Just a small town cemetery, middle of Ohio. Really neat stuff. Very peaceful place. We'll go see if we can find some more interesting stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, that'll end it for the little tour here at the Green Pioneer Cemetery. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me, just seeing some of the history. Small town Ohio here. Got quite a few other ones, some interesting stories of some other local cemeteries, but we're going to go ahead and see if we can find any information on some of the Civil War veterans, Revolutionary War veterans that are buried here. So I'll include that in this video, maybe a small history clip, and let you guys know what I find out. So thanks for coming along with me. Enoch Rice was born on the 22nd of February, 1746 in Westboro, Worcester County, Massachusetts. He served in the military in 1776 in the Revolutionary War. Shortly after the war, Enoch and Olive moved from Massachusetts to Brampton, Ontario, Canada in about 1800. And when the War of 1812 developed, they both refused allegiance to the King of England, so they had to return to the States by way of New York and western Pennsylvania. They ultimately settled in Green, where another son, Ephraim, one of the original landowners in the township, having purchased a tract from the Connecticut Land Company and settled in 1817. Enoch and Olive resided in Trumbull County, Ohio in 1818 with their sons. Enoch and his wife Olive are both buried here at the Pioneer Cemetery, as well as some of their children. The Rice family are some of the earliest settlers in Greene, Ohio. Even though I wasn't able to find any more information about Enoch's service in the Revolutionary War, it's still neat to see his history preserved through the tombstone and his final resting place.